響屋企同朋友一起無聊對啤酒説道理。
Hi YouTube, this is the Learn Cantonese Fast channel again. Today I'm going to talk about day and time. So if you have seen in some of my last episodes, you see that day and time, they're all very important in the sentence. So never put the day or the time at the very end of a sentence. Put them somewhere at the middle or at the beginning of a sentence. So let me talk about time first. Time in Cantonese is 時間，時間時間is time. Some people nowadays they would say 時間, which is crazy because 時間means rape. I don't see why some of the so-called Chinese scholars, they're now trying to change the tone of 間. Okay, it's not 間, it's 間時間. Okay, so here we have what time or 幾點. Okay, so people will ask you what time is it. 而家幾點? 依家幾點? Right, what's the time now? 而家is now what time? 而家幾點 or 幾點? 幾 means what? 點 means hour. Right, so you ask hour. So how much hour? 幾點? Right, how much hour? 幾點幾點? Right, so in Cantonese, you have hours, you have seconds, you have minutes, and you also have quarters. You also have 5 seconds. Alright, so let me talk about each one at a time. Alright, so hour in Cantonese is 鐘頭，鐘鐘頭。Alright, or sometimes you just say 鐘. Right, but 鐘 also means clock. Right, so 鐘is hour or clock. Or in Mandarin Chinese, they call it 小時. Right, so in Cantonese, we also have 小時. Right, 小時,小時, or just 時. Right, but this is pretty Mandarin. So normally people would say 鐘頭 or 鐘. Okay, so unless you're in the school or something. And then minute, 分. Or sometimes they say 分鐘, right? 分鐘 or just 分. Right? 鐘 means hour, 分 means minute. And then we have seconds. 秒is fourth tone. A 秒 is a second. And then you have some examples. Right? So we have 2 hours. 兩個鐘. Remember, 個 is a quantified unit. Okay, so hour we have 個鐘，兩個鐘 2 hours, or 兩個鐘頭 means head. Right, you can omit 頭. Okay, 兩個鐘 or 兩個鐘頭. Right, sometimes, especially for youngsters nowadays, they'll call 兩個鐘. They don't say 兩個鐘. They'll say 兩粒鐘. 粒 is another quantified unit. 粒 means a small piece. Right, 兩粒鐘. And if you have 3 minutes, you say 3分鐘。佢3 1 2 3 1 2 3，兩 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10。兩 sometimes replaces 2, especially here when we try to quantify things, we say 兩 instead of 2. 2 is more for calculation, 兩 is for quantifying. 3分鐘 1 2 3 3 means 3. Right, 3分鐘. Right, so if you don't understand the numbering system, you can go to my other episode. Okay, 3分鐘, 3 minutes. Or 3分鐘 is more correct than such, just 3分. Okay, 3分鐘 is pretty good. And then if we have some longer time, for example, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Right, so how do you say in Cantonese? Right, 4 hours, 4個鐘. Or remember, 個 is the quantified unit for hour, right? And 分鐘 we don't need to say anything. You don't have quantified 分鐘. Okay, 4個鐘 or 4個鐘頭. And how to say and? What and is 零 or 零 means 0, but here we need to say 零. Okay, 4個鐘零 17 17 10 means 10, 7 is 7 is 7 17 10 7. OK， 4個鐘零 means and 17 minutes 分 or 4個鐘頭零17分鐘。OK， so you can say 4個鐘零17分 or 4個鐘頭零17分鐘 which is also correct. And then we have clock. So how do you read the clock? Well, clock in Cantonese is just 鐘 or 時鐘，時 is hour, 時鐘 or 鐘。And how do you say o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and so on and so forth? We say 點 right? So o'clock is 幾點 what o'clock? And as I've said, we have actually 5 minutes, not 5 minutes. Okay, so each 5 minutes we have another unit called 字. Okay, so hours 點, 5 minutes, each 5 minutes is called 1字, and then minute, and then seconds. Minute is 分, second is 秒, 分秒. Okay, 時分秒 or 點分秒. Okay, and then you have 5 minutes 字. Okay, so for example, how do you say 9 o'clock? Right, how do you say 9 o'clock? Well, o'clock is 點, 9 is 9, so 9點, 9 o'clock 9點, 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 9點. Right, don't say 9 is tone 1, which is a foul word. I say 9點, not 9點, 9點. Right, so how about 9 o'clock sharp? Well, if it is 9 o'clock sharp, then we say 9點正. 正 means at the middle of 9 o'clock or sharp at 9 o'clock. 9點正.正 means 搭正. 搭 means overlapping. It's actually right at. 搭正. Sometimes we call it 搭正9點. 搭正9點. Right at 9 o'clock. Or 9點正, 9點正, or 搭正9點. Okay. Right, so the pronunciation is kind of different. So even though we have the same word, right, sometimes it's called 正, sometimes it's called 正, 搭正. Okay. And how about 8:30? Right, 8:30. Well, first of all, 8 is what? 8 o'clock. Okay, so 8點. Half past. Right, 8點. Well, it's not 1 o'clock here. It's not 1 hour. It's not exactly 1 hour. It's just half an hour. So we say 半. 半 means half. Okay, 8點半. Right, 8 o'clock and 1/2. Right, 8點半. And how about 17 past 7? Sorry, 15 past 7. Right, it's 15 past 7. Well, here 15 we have what? Well, we have 5 minutes. Right, remember 5 minutes. Each 5 minutes we say 字. Right, 字 means 1 5 minute. Okay, so here we have 5 minutes. Alright, so here we have 7 點, 7 o'clock. 7點. Well, 15 past. 7點3個字. 7點3. 3 means 3. 個 is the quantifying unit. 字 is 5 minutes. Alright, so 7點3個字. Alright, 7點3個字. And how about 20 to 6? So it's not yet 6 o'clock. Well, whenever it's not yet 6 o'clock, we say it is 5 o'clock plus something, okay? So 5 o'clock, 5點. And what else? Well, 22 means we have 8個字. Okay, so we have 4 字 to 6 o'clock. So, well, for 1 o'clock, for 1 hour, we have 12 字. Alright, so we have 12 5 minutes. So 20, that means we have 5 minutes to 6, but then it is just 5 o'clock plus 5 minutes. Okay, so 5點 8個字. Okay, 8 means 5 is 5點8個字. 5點8個字. Okay, and how about 16 past 4? Well, it's 4 o'clock plus something, right? So we have 4點 and 16. Well, 16 we cannot use 字 anymore because it's not a total 5 minutes for, well, it's not divisible by 5. So in this case we say 4點16分. Right, 16 means 16. 10 6 6 16. Okay, so 4點4 o'clock plus 16 minutes， 係4點16分。Now about a quarter past 3. Well, quarter we can have something like an English word 骨，骨 means quarter. Okay, so 3 o'clock plus 1 quarter. Okay, so here we have 3點1個骨。骨 is a quarter, but then we need to quantify 個3點1個3點1個骨3點1個骨。But this way of saying the time is not very common in Cantonese anymore. It's very common in the old days, but not nowadays. How about days? Okay, so we have day means 日 fifth tone 日。And today is 今日 it's the same thing, the same word. I missed the 5 here. It should be 今 it should be tone 1 and tone 5. 今日 or in a more Mandarin style we have 今天. Right? But in Hong Kong we really don't say 今天, okay, unless you are watching the television for a news report or something, in which case they have very formal kind of Cantonese, which is Mandarin. 今日 tomorrow 聽日 or sometimes you see 明天 is more Mandarin, right? So people in Hong Kong will say 聽日今日 yesterday 琴日今日聽日琴日 the day before yesterday 前日今日聽日琴日前日第日some other days we don't know which day, or we sometimes we cannot specify a particular day. We say 第日 or sometime in the future 第日someday in the future. And then 2 days before yesterday 大前日前日 is the day before, but then 大means big, okay, so it's even more before, okay, 大前日 is the 2 days before yesterday. How about calendar? Our calendar is 日曆, which has each and every day on a single page. But then you also have 月曆. 日 means day, 月 means month. Right? So the monthly calendar, we have each page having a particular month. Or you have 年曆. Right? So on the same page you have the entire year. 年 means year. Right? 日 day, 月 month, 年 is year. Right? So 年 is year, 年 month 月 but in Cantonese we also have something known as 禮拜 or a week, 禮拜 or 星期 is also correct in Cantonese. You either say 禮拜 or 星期 禮拜 or 星期. Okay, day is 日. Okay, remember 琴日前日今日. Right? It's the same word 日 means a day. Right? So how do you say something like 2012 2012年? Right? So 年 is year. How do you say 20? Well, here you don't you don't use the same pattern as when you say numbers. It's not the same as numbers. When you say something like a year, like 2012, you say something like 2012 or 2012. 2 is 2, 0 is 0, 1 and 2 is 1, 2 is 2. Okay, 2012. You don't say 2012. No. Okay, so it's not. You don't treat it just as another number. Okay, so it's a year. So just speed out 2012. Okay. And then how about different months? January, December. Well, month is 月. January is 1月, December is 12, 12. Right, so we just count first month, the 12th month. Okay, 1月, 12月. Right, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so you just count the number of months. And anyway, I'm running out of time. So hopefully I'll see you next time. And please remember to visit my website www.freehongkong.net. Bye.